Morning, everyone. I hope you can hear me. Let's wait for some time to join others. Today is very important section. Can you ping who joined till now? Money on time. That's great. Good morning. I need dedicated people like money. They respect other times as well. Okay, let's check who else also here. Morning. Hey, can you ask other to join quickly? Tushar, Siddharth, morning. Vikas, good morning. Yogendra, good morning. Devesh, good morning. Where are others? Nishant, good morning. Ashwani, good morning. Do you want me to call everyone so that you can join? Why I have to wait and ask you to join here? This is 10:30. It's 10:30 now. There is no class for tomorrow. Tomorrow you can take revision for this particular session. Module 5 we will complete today. Maybe Monday morning I will set up a interview session where we mostly cover all the interview sessions, questions, whatever query you may have. I will cover, very commonly asked question, how to handle those queries during, our interview session based on my experience, based on the current culture, whatever the interview mostly they are covering, based on the different experience. But there are some common questions we may face, but how to deal those types of questions maybe in real time. We'll discuss. I have question how many we can create for an entity max number of. You can check, like, I think, based on, either we have some limitations in the business rule, like, in the next date we can check that one. You can get all the information with the help of any AI tools. There are so many AI tools you can utilize those questions at least from AI, whatever you can. Good morning, Pulkit. Good morning, Shiva. Now in a day we have or we are facing very critical conditions, especially even across all the globe due to this current situation, different geographical location we are facing different critical situation. There might be chance maybe in next 2 3 months recession maybe come, very bad situation across all the areas. So be prepared. Most of the company, if they don't have work, they may ask you to work as 50% your capacity. If they don't have, because especially Middle East, maybe in European side, there is a very bad situation now in a day. So be ready, save your job, upgrade your skills, and out from your comfort zone. It's very important for everyone to cover at least some new skills, share your information, whatever you have. It is not like if you learn something, if you are not sharing those information to anyone or other person, uh, there is no benefit. If you have something, you can share with your colleague, your team member, or your society, and even your even community. Okay, we covered 8 minutes at least here, and we are waiting others. And here we are, waiting others so that we can share our information. And I'm, I'm not sure how to explain the situation. Like, I'm asking you, hey, come here, get that knowledge because this time is very crucial time. And even there are few candidates, some of the candidates, they are not even eager to learn. If you need my help, you can send message in a WhatsApp group, one to one, or maybe in that group as well. Even if you have something to ask after completing this session, you can add your questions in the discussion area as well. So that if you have something, you have some query, I can share those query uh, answer in the group, so that if other also can read, they also can get those answer. Okay, we cannot directly message in the group. Can you enable chat for us to message? Actually, if I'm enabling, there are many people, they are entering or they are sharing their personal message as well. Like they are sharing on daily thoughts. They are sharing different messages which are not relevant. So you can check the group admin and you can share with me your questions or your thought. That is fine. Okay, let's cover today's topic. Let me open. So here, UI security option. What types of UI security option we have? What is UI here? You understand? user interface. Whatever we are able to see, that is called UI. So if uh, we have given a option, so we should have some security option in the user interface. So what types of user interface security option we are having? Let's cover that part first, then we can discuss in detail. Okay. So here, hierarchy of defense here, layering interface level production, Dataverse record level security to ensure a seamless and secure user interface. Here, actually, we have different level of security. First security, we can ask like user can log in into the system if user have a user into the CRM. Even we have created a user into the CRM, user should have a minimal security role so that user can access the CRM application. Giving a entity level permission is different option, but at least we should have a list of entity where we have to give at least minimal level of access permission to the user. Suppose if I'm asking like, can you tell me what is the minimal role for a user to access the CRM application at least? So what is the minimal security roles for the entity level? If you want to check that one, you can get that list of entity and level of permission of that entity. Even I can share with you as well. But if a user even added into the CRM, users, if user don't have security role, so you cannot, even you are able to log it into the system, but you cannot access anything. For having you should have a proper security role, then only you can access the CRM application properly. So here if you don't have any role, so you should have a error message like you are not part of any security group. A generic message you can get. But if you want to see something, so you should have at least a app level permission. Suppose if you have a minimal security role, so you should have a app level permission. What is app level permission? Yeah, I will tell you what is app level permission here. So app level permission here is, so suppose these are the apps here. Suppose if you have created a new role, and if app level permission, if you have not enabled that security role for any app, even if you are able to see, you should able to log in into the system. But even if you don't have any app level permission, like how app level permission is needed here. Suppose here I have to check like I need to give permission to a one specific app. So in the app level I can give the permission to the app level, like one user may have one app level access or multiple app level access. So here you can give like here I can see sales manager, sales enterprise app access, and even a salesperson can see this sales app. So even I can remove this one, this salesperson. If a user is having salesperson access, they cannot see this particular app. And even if a support user, suppose if a support user I'm giving, so if a user is having support access, they can see this particular app. Okay, suppose if I'm saving here and then I'm checking with that security role, so that you here, because I'm able to see all the apps installed for this particular system, I'm able to see all the apps. Why? Because I'm system admin, so I'm having all the application access. So if one person is having app level access, then only he is able to open that app. So user should log in, user should add or user should part of that applications. User should be able to access the app. And secondary thing, users should have entity level, proper entity level permissions here. Okay, so here even I can see still less members. I will ask everyone why you have not joined this particular session. Make sure if you have not joined, I need a justification for this particular session. So suppose here we have given user level permission. User should add into the app level. And third thing is security role. Like we have discussed, user should have proper security role. And if user is having security role, and then we have how we can control with the help of security role. Like I will give you more detail on that one. So here here we have a security role option. So here I can see multiple security role. Whatever Microsoft has provided some of the security role, and even we can create here security role. And even I can create a replica of any, suppose CSR manager. There is a existing security role. I can copy this one and I can recreate that one, or I can edit this particular one. So these are the tables here. Tables means whatever entity we are having here, I can showcase here and I can give different level of permission here. Permissions means I will give you a separate dedicated, session for the security role, how security roles works into the system, and how it will restrict user to see record level information from one business unit to another business unit. I will explain you in detail, but with the help of those security roles, suppose here if I'm checking, like I can see contact entity. This contact entity user is having create permission at user level, read permission at the organization level, write permission at the organization level, delete permission for the user level, and append to assign and share. I will tell you those level of information, how it's work and how we are planning to give to the users. But at this moment, just try to understand, if I have given this particular security role to a user and I have given user level permission to this particular contact entity, so whatever record owner you are having, you can create those particular record. You can read data across all the organization. But if I'm giving here you the user level, so you can read all the information even in the user level. And here in the edit level, if I have given you user level write permission, so write permission means you can open that one and you can change that one. Suppose in the contact level, if you, I want to say showcase. So here, whatever record, okay, here I just want to show you one owner field. Maybe you may know this feature, but just want to clarify because some of the candidates are new here. So here you are able to see owners. So if you are part of this particular record, you are owner of that particular record, then only even you can see those record, you can even edit that those record, and even you can delete those record. Why? Because here I told you in the security role level where it is, I have given you create user level, read user level, write user level. So it means you have that flexibility, only you can perform that action at the user level only. It means whatever the record owner you are having, you can edit, you can read, you can delete, and you can perform any action, not for the others user. Suppose if I am going to transfer this record to other users, you cannot read that record, you cannot even modify that record. So we have that flexibility, we can control with the help of roles wise. So we can control data based on the security role. Now, field level security. What is field level security? Even if I'm going to, give record level permission to anyone, you can perform any action for this particular record. So what happened? I can even, there might be some scenarios, some specific business requirement that we have to achieve here. So like in the contact or opportunity level, I will give you real time example. Our top management, they have a requirement. They have a requirement like I don't, we have a estimated revenue field here. We don't want to showcase this field to everyone. What is the option here? How we can achieve that particular requirement? Some of the developer, they may ask, hey, I am a pure developer, I can perform that logic, like I can, write one JavaScript and I can hide this particular field. Then other person also can say, hey, I can create two or three different form here. I can, remove this particular field from the form even without writing any code. Then there is a problem here. We have to manage that particular, if we have more than one form, so we have to write some logic. Either they can switch that form here directly and they can see that data. Like if we have multiple form, they can even switch that data. So Microsoft has given that flexibility. Even we can create a field level or column level security here, and we can create a teams, or we can create a column level permission, and we can add that user to the column level. How we can perform that particular activity? So here even I can showcase. I think we already discussed that part, column level security. Here we can field level security if we are enabling this one. So this particular field, whatever we have, they can see. Now we are able to see here 4999. But if you don't have that particular field level permission, you can see here star 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 if you don't have read permission. Even if you want to give permission for a user, we can give read permission. Even we can give permission write level permission also. And even we can add user as well as we can add teams to that particular column level security. How we can perform, how we have to do, we once we have two different users, we can perform and I can showcase this particular activity. Maybe in other I will record a session and I will showcase like how to enable a column level security, and from where I have more than one user, I can create a short video and I can upload it in detail, like how to enable, how to add, how to create a here column level security, and so that you can understand better. But at the record level, even in other field, in the summary level, you can read everything. Even in other all tabs, you can read every other information. But we can control at column level as well. That is called column level security. So in your business need, if you have received that level of permission, like you have to do similar types of activity, you can go with column level security. Hope it's clear for everyone. Now, sitemap control: dynamically hide app area, sub area, and entity to the prevent data. Like suppose if we want to hide some columns here, ribbon level or maybe any other place, we have that opportunity, or we have that option. We can even dynamically hide and show some of the field based on the even role base as well. So that level of work we can do with the help of this sitemap control. Field level security, like I already told you, read privilege, update, create, we can give. So suppose if we have to give field level permission, so how we have to perform? We can enable that field level security. We can create a separate group, and we can create that team, that different group, and we can add users or team into that particular group. So let me perform that activity quickly. Suppose if age level, in which entity it is, I think opportunity we have, right? Okay, let's open again. So in the employee master, okay, employee master level, if I'm going to enable this field level security, and I'm going to enable it, I'm updating it. So by default, for all the system admin, it will show, but there is a icon is enabled for this age field. So here, let me publish it meantime, even in the Power Apps here. Okay, let me go here. So if you have created a security role and given permission to the organization level, if a user is having that permission, so they can see organization level data. So we have 4 or 5 level data: organization level, business unit level, and parent-child relationship, and user level or none. If you can see that data, so you can see data at user level, you can see data at parent-child level, you can see data in the BU level. BU means business unit level or organization level. I will tell you how system hierarchy will work. Okay, I hope many people they know it, they are leaving. Okay, so role based form. Okay, let me create that one once. So here we can create a column level security. So by default, it will add into the you know that administrator level. System administrator, whatever we have enabled, they can see, because those record or those field whatever we have enabled, age, here you can see this age number from employee master, it is added into the system and it is allowed. So here this is system administrator level. Okay, so now we can create employee master age. We have to create a new custom here, column level security. Employee master age profile read only. So we will provide read only permission to this particular one. So a user, if a user is part of this particular profile, they can see only where is age. So we are going to allow only. So here read not allowed. Okay, allowed. And here let me update it. Age is calculated number, that's why you don't have any option to update or create this particular field. But read only, read is allowed for you. Either you can showcase this one to other one or not, because this is a calculated field. Here you can see all are disabled. This column is not editable, this column is not editable. Or okay, why? Because this is a calculated field. So likewise, you can enable here and you can give the permission. So suppose if you want to add one user here, you can add new user here, like suppose Himanshu. I am going to add Himanshu user because we have only one user at this moment. I can add Himanshu here. So now if Himanshu don't have system admin role, he has some another your roles. So even he can see this particular field, age field in the employee master. Where is employee master? Maybe sales title. In other app, sales style, we have enabled. Understood? Okay. Now field level, column level security, we understand how to enable it, how to create a column level profile, how to give permission to the user level. Form selection strategy. Okay. So suppose I will give you one example. I have created different form. So here employee master, here we enable that one. So if in the employee master, if I am going to open any record, so this one is this one here, you can see properly. But if you don't have proper information or you are not part of that particular group and you don't have system admin role, so here you can see star star here. Understood? Now suppose as of now here we have only one. I can show you one more option related to the form selection strategy. So form selection strategy here is, suppose you have some option in the opportunity level. If finance team, you want to showcase some limited information to the opportunity level. So you want like you have to create different forms like sales style or sales insight. So there might be some scenario you have to create more than one form So one user, if one user is having finance, a user from finance team, they can only see sales trial, and one user is having marketing or sales team, they can see different form. How you achieve that one? Because here, if we have given that flexibility, even we have created different forms, but they can switch those forms from here. So how, even if you can create more than one form, 10 form, 15 form, there is no uh, purpose where your problem is solved. If you want to solve your problem, so only appropriate team member, they can see only one available form. Even if 10 or 20 you have created different form, other team members or a users who don't have that specific role, you cannot see that form. So either we have two options. One developer is saying, hey, I have javascript capability, I can write my javascript code, and I can, hide, or I can even automatically switch that particular form directly. But my requirement here is simple and very straight. Suppose suppose I have a finance team. They have a, suppose, uh, finance form, sales team. So sales form, suppose marketing. So marketing form. Similarly, there is another different teams, maybe here call center team. So maybe customer care call, yeah, customer care form. So and even you have different security role. So this one is, suppose, finance role, sales role. Okay, very good. So what you have to do? So in this particular situation, my simple requirement here is, if a user is having finance role, they can see only this finance form. If this particular team or user, logged in user, is having sales role, they can see even sales form. Even if a user is having marketing role, then they can see marketing form. If a security role, if they are having customer care roles, so if they are having care role, they can see only this customer care form. How you can achieve that one? And similarly, these are the forms. And even similarly, I have created different view as well. Views. Similarly, finance views, sales views, marketing views, care. Okay. Care view as well. So now what to do? How you can achieve this? Suppose they can see only finance view, they can see only sales view, they can see only marketing view, or they can see only care view. So simple and forward flexibility Microsoft is giving. You can, provide view level security role, form level security role you can given, and they can see only those roles which logged in user is having. Okay, let's check how we can give that part quickly. So here I can tell you, suppose these are the roles here. Even let me open opportunity. Let's see if I have added those form here. Okay, add one more form. And even I can showcase view else also. Suppose all opportunity, maybe this one, my opportunity. I want to enable, form level roles. How I can enable that one? In the form level and here form settings, and I can give security role from here. I can give every users that specific form, or I can choose some specific role. Like from here I can give role like salesperson, like sales manager. I can give that one to sales manager as well. So whatever I'm going to select, I can do from here. Similarly, I can choose save and publish. Now I hope you understand this one. Now we have a form order. Form order means, what is the meaning of form order here? Suppose if we have other option as well. Here we understand form order. Security role, form order. Suppose if we have more than one, form here. So the sequence, which one we need to select here. So even we can, this particular one is more, here we can adjust this one. Like first one, the automatic form selection is this one. So suppose if user have all those forms, suppose a user is having sales insight access, opportunity access, this one access, and sales trial access. So by default they can open in this particular order. So we can adjust even that order. So I can even showcase this form here as well. So if a user is having information form and even sales insight, so by default this form is selected because here this is the priority. Form order is there. We can save it and we can close it. Form fallback. I think this particular one you have never used. Maybe some of the person they have used this one. Hope you understand security role or form order. Now fall back, region. I will try to explain you here. Fallback form in dynamic CRM. Fallback forms are forms that are automatically displayed when a user assigned a security role does not have a specific form configuration for that role, or when the primary forms is unavailable. What it means? So suppose if a user have sales, if a user, I will tell you in the Excel. Suppose a user is having, this fin security role, but you have not enabled any forms for this particular security role. Like you have not added this form and there is no form available for everyone. What to do? There is no form available, but by default how it looks like, suppose that is comes into the fallback form role. So how fallback form works? So scenario one, role specific form not available. Suppose if you have a specific role, but for that particular role there is no form available. So user role, suppose sales manager, entity is account, configured form, sales form for sales role, supported form for support role, main form, fallback. So suppose there is a main form which is default form Microsoft is created. Even if you don't have any form, so this particular form will display to you by default. Sometimes what happen, some of the scenario we have seen, hey, if we have assigned this particular form to the sales form, but they are not able to see that one. So what happens sometimes? Sometimes that form is not enabled to that particular app level, or it might be possible you have not enabled that particular sales form to the that specific role. That's why user is able to see the default form. That is the common issue you may face when you are working as a support representative, or maybe when you have deployed something in the production environment. This is a common issue we are facing sometimes if we have received some these types of issue. So that is the fallback rules. Fallbacks comes into the picture when you missed some specific security role. So I will share that information. Even you can check that security how it's work. Okay. Now we will check one more condition here that is very important here. Form access checker. What is here form access checker here? Even you have given security role to that specific one, but when security roles comes, this form access checkers comes into the picture. Suppose I will give you one example here. Form access checker, a tool that checks the display which forms a specific user can access. Form is available based on the security role. Form order or default form for the users. Missing form configuration permissions. So that types of issue. Suppose if you are able to see in the production environment, there is one user. He whatever form you have allocated, that particular form is not available. He is able to whatever you have designed in the form level, that design is not available for that user. So in that specific scenario, this form checker, that access level checkers comes into the picture. Okay, it will take some time, even we'll do deep and drive level. But let's complete this particular item, otherwise it will take a lot. So form selection strategy, role-based form, assign form security role, and user simplified relevant UI. Business rule, set visibility, hide and show some of the fields you can control based on the business rule. Role based you can control UI, business rule based you can control your UI, and JavaScript level you can control the UI. App level you can design. App level means based on the model level. Suppose in the model level, suppose model level like how you can design that part. Even in the sales app we have different layout, left hand design layout. Even we can create a new app, and even we can showcase the different layout here. So you can control our UI based on the different app as well. Okay. So the sitemap here, sitemap also you can control based on the privilege navigations. Client side scripting here, you web API call, advanced find, export to Excel, you can control with the help of security role. So that level of information, if you want to achieve, if you have that level of requirement, you have to control the UI part. So how to control that UI? You have to take a decision. Either you have to use JavaScript, or you have to use business rule, or you have to use different model driven apps. Then you can control the user level, different UI security control. Hope it's what uh, hope it's clear for everyone. Understood? Okay. So hopefully we mostly covered everything here. Forms type we covered: view, dashboard, charts, tables, forms, event and scripting, business rules, UI security option. We mostly covered. So let me check if we have anything else. Yeah, UI security option we already covered. So anything you want to discuss? Otherwise, maybe from Monday, for one day we will cover one session. Otherwise, we will start module 6, Power Apps overview, Power Pages types and sitemap, personalization and find, command bar and copilot, import and export, security and data copilot. Okay. So the seventh, security and governance, business rule, custom action, BPF, client scripting, card operation, dialogue, all are in seventh, ninth module. Event pipeline, plugin architect. Okay, we'll cover all those item here. Do you have anything to discuss now, or we are good to close today call? Okay. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your time.